standing at had to borrow it.
Coming up, with the primaries nearing, we take a look at how students get involved in local government on our college campus.
Now, from the EMC studio at Onondaga Community College, this is an ONTV update.
Good morning and welcome to ONTV Update. Today is Friday, April 15th. I'm Chad Wright.
And I'm Evan Bailey. Politics can be difficult to understand, but the Politics Club here at OCC is trying to get more students involved.
Our own Ian Brothers takes a look into local government with ONTV Update.
Maurice Brown is a communication student here at OCC, but one of his main interests is politics, which he discovered back in the election of 2008.
I heard there was a politics club, and I like politics, so I figured I'd just go in, sit and chat, and it'd be something fun to do. And then I went to the first politics club meeting, and it was awesome.
Maurice is now the president of the Politics Club and encourages all students to join.
If you'd like to know more about politics, you can come here to the Gordon Student Central and talk with an advisor about getting involved in the Politics Club, or you can go to their Facebook page, click join, to get more updates on local politics.
Nina Tomarski is a professor of politics here at OCC and says the Politics Club is a great way to learn about politics.
I'd say the Politics Club, if you're interested in elections, and especially the presidential election, that's probably the place to find feed your interest. In that role of being a citizen, I think it's helpful to be exposed to any discussions or activities and learning that comes out of these opportunities, so you can be a better citizen.
In politics as a whole, for a lot of students, especially students our age, like younger students, politics is scary, it's intimidating. And just getting registered to vote, doing these things is like grown up, and we're still growing up.
The Politics Club meets every Monday during college hour in Montany. The room where the club is held changes. For its location, contact Maurice on SUNY OCC's Politics Club Facebook page. In the Gordon Student Center, I'm Ian Brothers, ONTV Update.
The Politics Club does many things around campus, from voter registration to getting congressional candidates to come speak here at OCC. Visit facebook.com/SUNY OCC's Politics Club for more information. Speaking about politics, the New York State primary is just around the corner. On Tuesday, New York will hold its primary to set the stage for the upcoming presidential election. This past Tuesday, Senator Bernie Sanders stopped here at the On Center in Syracuse to win other voters for the primary. Today, Senator Ted Cruz is speaking for the same thing in Rochester, New York. If you wanted to vote in this upcoming primary and you have not registered, then unfortunately the deadline has passed. If you would like to find out more information about registering to vote or have any questions about voting, you can visit elections.newyork.gov.
Exercise is important to lead a healthy lifestyle. ONTV Update's Heath Woodruff visits an East Syracuse dojo and a family that finds it's beneficial to study the art and discipline of karate together.
Goju-Ryu Karate was founded in 1930 in Okinawa, Japan by Shoja Miyagi, who based his karate methods on the belief that the ultimate aim of karate was to build character, conquer human misery, and find spiritual freedom. Here at CNY Karate, students like Ian Weber learn Miyagi's techniques for numerous reasons.
Lots of self-defense techniques, bully busting for the kids at school, learning self-respect, respecting others, katas, which is sort of formal movements for training.
Basic self-defense move, somebody comes up, gives you a bear hug, scrape your foot down their shin, stomp on their foot, like that, and come around to the face.
Nice. Okay. Sensei Marvin Labatt has been training for 50 years, and he's been running the school for just over 30.
The Webers are involved in the AAU competition team, they're really good athletes, really good students, and they train all the time. And it's just one of the things that they do. Some families like to ski. This particular family chose karate.
And the Webers will continue to train as a family because
the camaraderie that I have with the other students, and just the fact that it's a great family activity.
From East Syracuse, Heath Woodruff, ONTV Update.
If you would like to see the Webbers and their fellow students in action, CNY Karate is hosting an AAU tournament at East Syracuse Manoa High School tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
If you are bored and 21 years or older and need something to do this spring, there will be classes offered in food, cheese, and wine basics. The class is available to the public April 22nd and May 6th from 7 to 8:30, and you will learn everything about the process of winemaking. You will be able to properly evaluate and have a chance to sample various types of wine. The class is $45, and you can sign up through the college's lifelong learning program. More information is available online, or you can call 498-6000.
Earth Day is right around the corner, and if you want to help out your community or just your neighborhood, now is your chance. You can register with Okra to clean up trash on April 22nd and 23rd. Groups that register to clean up on just one of these days, or even both, will be sent special stickers by Okra. These stickers will allow the groups to dispose of the trash picked up by them for free. If you take pictures while you and your group are cleaning up and you would like to share them, you can post them to Okra's Facebook page or email them directly to earthday@okra.org. When we come back, we'll be going over the weather for the upcoming week with our 5-day forecast.
We'll also be taking a look into a summer activity that the whole family will enjoy. Stay tuned as ONTV Update continues.
I love OCC, and I've really been impressed with all of my students here. I teach natural hazards and disasters. I try to bring in real-world events to make what you learn in the classroom applicable to what you might read in the newspaper or see on the news or hear in the media. And then also trying to make it interesting, because sometimes science can be a little boring to folks. So I try to make it exciting, and so perhaps you don't even realize you're learning science.
Felton Art Gallery at Onondaga Community College. Experience art at its most engaging. The gallery features multiple genres of art, including painting, photography, and sculpture.
The teachers here are excellent. I've had some really informative teachers. The lessons are pretty clear, and the teachers are very social. It's a very social experience. I liked the facility a lot. I liked the studios, so I decided to come here. I've learned so much. I've learned an indefinite amount of material about architecture, and I only have more to learn. I would definitely say that this school is excellent for building a portfolio to move on in this major.
Are you eager for knowledge outside the classroom? Then visit Coulter Library. If we don't have the book you're looking for, we can get it on loan. We also have a wide selection of movies and music to enjoy on your study break. And our quiet study rooms allow you to work alone or with classmates in a private environment. We're extending hours during finals week until 11 p.m. so you can catch up on your work. Visit our website for more information. Take advantage of Coulter Library today. You'll never fail in your journey to succeed.
Are you a veteran looking to continue your education? Then check out the Veterans Affairs Office at Coulter Library. We offer a variety of services, such as work study, mentoring, assistance with financial aid, vocational rehabilitation, and much more. The staff at the Office of Veterans Affairs are all veterans who continue to serve the OCC community. Visit room C103 or visit sunyocc.edu for more information.
Welcome back to ONTV Update. I'm Chad Wright.
And I'm Evan Bailey. With winter seeming to loosen its grip on central New York, we now turn to Ashley Redder for your 5-day forecast. Hey, Ashley.
Thank you, Evan. Good news for the next couple days is that there's going to be a break from the cold weather we've been having lately. According to AccuWeather.com, we're looking at an upcoming nice week. Today, the weather is going to have a high of 61 and a low of 60. With a look at our 5-day forecast, Saturday is shaping up to be a pretty nice day with a high of 67 and a low of 44. Sunday is the gem of the whole week with a high of 70 and plenty of sunshine to go with that nice weather. Getting into next week, Monday is going to have PM rain showers, and the temperature is going to drop back down into the low 60s with a high of 64 and a low of 38. Tuesday is going to be partly cloudy with a high of 54. For Wednesdays, there's going to be plenty of sunshine, but there's also going to be patches of cloud coverage. and the temperature is going to continue to be in the 60s. And that's a look for the upcoming weather for the weekend and our lead-in for next week. The weather affects everyone, and it especially affects the simplest decisions we make. Weather can affect when we finally start plotting that garden, or deciding if it's warm enough to go to the beach, or bringing out that bike that's been sitting in the garage. All these activities kick off our summer routine. Well, here's another family activity to add to that growing summer to-do list. Bird watching is not an activity many people will connect with summertime. But for people like Brian Ratter, he wouldn't want to spend his upcoming free time any other way.
I would say I started my senior year in high school, maybe even my junior year. Just like we just had like a little bird seed bell, and we just hang it on a tree and started watching the birds come by.
Adam Waterfield and his wife are the owners of the Wild Birds Unlimited store. They've been selling bird feeders, seed, and bird houses to bird lovers like Brian for the past 10 years.
For people who want to like bird feed in central New York, you'll generally tend to find like the average backyard birder will typically have about maybe 12 to 20 different types of birds on average. The kind of interesting thing about bird activity is like hummingbirds, for example, are here during May. So people who feed hummingbirds typically come in during that time. So the weather does have somewhat of an effect on it.
If you want the birds to come and visit your house, you can always make your own bird feeder. All you need is a toilet paper roll, peanut butter, and seed. You simply take some peanut butter, put on the roll, dip it in the seeds, and hang it on any tree and wait for the birds to come.
I like chickadees because they're usually the first ones to come to the bird feeders. Once they come, I think it's kind of like they're more like once those birds start eating the bird feeder, it's kind of an okay for other birds to come by.
With summer right around the corner, now is the best time to view the birds. Here in Central New York, the birds that you're most likely to see if you already have a bird feeder or are planning to put one up are going to be chickadees, mourning doves, woodpeckers, and nuthatches. Now, back to Evan in the studio.
Thank you, Ashley. With weather looking brighter and more people setting plans for outings around Central New York, don't be left behind. Keep cash in your pocket with a job this spring and summer. There's a job fair set for April 20th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Allen Hall Gym and a resume workshop in the Cal Center. There's sure to be something for every college student. No interview close? It's no problem. Stand out above the rest with the help from the Ann Felton Center, located on the first floor of Ferrante Hall. They have gently used clothes for interviews, and it's free. Find out more by going to sunyocc.edu and looking at the events calendar.
Paventi takes us around the track with the Lasers track and field team.
And a story about a local boxer. We'll be right back after the break.
I actually was a graduate of the Mechanical Technology Associate's Degree program here myself. Onondaga, without a doubt, puts the student first. We want our students to be successful. We want them to come back to us and say, yeah, what we learned in this program was great. What we're doing, we have a skill set now that I can make a good living with. www.sunyocc.edu for more information.
What I love most about OCC is the ease of access. It's so close to home, and it's just a beautiful campus, and the social community is so nice. I can really find myself inside of it. The business area that they just built is really nice as well. I think that's going to be good for helping out business students with their goals and tasks and things. I would recommend OCC to somebody. I think it's a really nice place to get an education. I think it's a really nice school to be able to settle down in and build a future at.
I would definitely say OCC has prepared me for moving on my career path. My major is fire protection technologies. I chose that due to the fact of my career path is I want to go become a career firefighter later on in life. My dad actually found this program out here from one of his buddies as the state fire instructor out in this area. Said this was one of the best programs out here. It's real nice knowing that I have other people out there who share the same interests as me.
The Career and Applied Learning Center helps students explore what they might be interested in as a career, get experience in areas related to that, and then helps them prepare for whatever the next step is, whether it's transferring or a job. So we help students explore career options through career exploration. We have someone here in our office who actually works with students. I love my job. I love that every day is different.
So it's hat and gloves weather today? Wasn't it 75 and sunny yesterday? Fall needs to make up its mind. It's not all bad though. The leaves turn a beautiful red and in come my favorite flavors. That's why I always save time in my morning for Starbucks. I can grab a pumpkin spice latte and it can be served hot or cold to suit whatever type of autumn day I'm having.
OCC proudly serves Starbucks. Come visit us outside the Gordon Cafeteria.
Welcome back to ONTV Update. I'm Stephen Russell, and here's what's happening in the world of sports. Now that MMA fighting has been legalized in New York State, there will be more athletes coming to Syracuse. Some even currently reside in Syracuse, including Lawrence Gabriel, who was supposed to make his debut until he was almost killed protecting people from an armed robbery.
With MMA fighting now legal in New York State, more people are going to be stepping up into the ring, and so is Lawrence Gabriel. He was going to make his debut in February of last year, but while he was working as a bouncer at McEvan's Pub down on West Fayette Street, a man pulled out his gun. Gabriel tried to stop him, but was shot.
It hit me, it went through me, but I didn't really feel it. I didn't even know, like I heard the pop, but I was like, did I just get shot?
Gabriel was brought to the hospital immediately and had to stay for a bit, but even though his body was damaged, his confidence stood the same. After a little bit of healing, plenty of rest, and enduring the pain with exercising, Lawrence Gabriel was back into the game as if it was only a scratch.
I feel proud that he conquered his dream and he's pursuing it, and that he's confident enough to go as far as he wants to go.
It's common for Syracuse to have stories, but to have a legend such as this is inspirational, especially to those who believe in the phrase, "Why do we fall? So we can get back up again."
People are calling Lawrence Gabriel the comeback kid, and it's a story that will go down in Syracuse history. Headlines might even call it a knockout.
I know I'm real lucky, but at the same time, I'm not going to let it hold me back, you know?
From downtown Syracuse, I'm Stephen Russell on TV Update.
If you're interested in seeing one of Lawrence Gabriel's matches, he's currently training for a fight on June 25th at the Holiday Inn with an opponent yet to be announced. The OCC Lasers women's softball team played against Fulton Montgomery this past Sunday and took home the gold with a score of 9-1. The Lasers scored 7 runs in the second inning to complete the weekend sweep. In other sports news, the OCC Lasers family is welcoming a new sport to the group this semester. Taylor Preventi went out to meet our new track team.
Ready, set, bang. This is something you'll be hearing a lot more when you come to the SRC Arena, because OCC has an official track and field team now. Headed by Coach Robin Wheelis, the team is small but building fast.
This year we have a fairly small team, and it ebbs and flows depending on people's prior commitments. A lot of the student athletes this year didn't realize we even had a team before they committed for their class schedules. So the team's getting larger. I have quite a few students looking to come here to be a part of it.
Though the team isn't as big as it hopefully will be by next year, the new sport is already a success in the eyes of many of its members.
I'm very happy because I love track. I watch track on television all the time. I ran throughout all middle school and high school, and it doesn't really fill my leisure time at the school, but it's actually really good. Stay in shape, and I love to run here.
This right here is the 1,500 meter line. The 1,500 meter dash is one of the many events that the track and field team runs in. But not all of the events have to do with running.
We have the high jump, pole vault, shot put, discus, and javelin. We also have long jump and triple jump.
Even with all of those events, the team still finds time to have fun. From the SRC Arena, ONTV Update, I'm Taylor Paventi.
For those of you who want to cheer the team on, they will have a meeting tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock in Troy, New York. So, guys, what are your thoughts on Kobe Bryant's retirement? Doesn't it seem a little sad?
It does, but at the same time, I guess it's a good thing. Granted, it is the end of his career. However, he's been involved with the NBA so long. He's been like an idea that people want to strive for. You want to be like him. And his last game, he had an outstanding performance. He had something like 60 points, if I remember correctly. So while it's sad, it's also maybe a good thing. But
well, he's been on the NBA for about 30 years now, which is a very long time, and I actually grew up watching his games, so we'd have to find someone else to watch, and hopefully future generations look back on him like they do the greats like Larry Bird and people like that.
It's almost inspirational in a way.
It is. Onondaga Community College has partnered up with local fire departments and created a program that few can come close to in terms of how well it prepares students for the future. I spoke to one student who has taken advantage of this very unique program.
In Onondaga County, there is a unique program for college students that want to work in the fire service. It allows them to live at a firehouse in the county, rent-free, in exchange for help with staffing during the day.
Most likely site is how highly it's rated, both here in New York State and throughout the United States. A lot of the instructors that I get to work with on a daily basis, they're people who have been career firemen and volunteer firemen from all over the place, both New York State and the U.S. A lot of the people who I work with are ex-captains of highly respected areas such as the city of Syracuse, Prince George's County, and various other places.
Since 9/11, there's been a massive increase in the types of classes that are offered nationwide. You have students that grew up in the post-9/11 era that are now taking classes on hazardous materials operation, fire behavior, and even how to deal with the media.
While this type of program is offered at schools nationwide, few come as highly rated as the one at OCC. It can prepare students for a career in emergency services, and other students see a benefit in this.
By having a place where there's such a big city close by, it's something that is definitely beneficial to not only us getting education, or them getting education, but it helps with the area itself, and it'll help the community grow and stay safe.
And keeping the community safe is a goal that everybody should strive for.
For more information on this one-of-a-kind program here at OCC, visit sunyocc.edu and look for the Fire Protection Program, or visit ongov.net/em.
The Chittenango Lions Club is a volunteer organization that participates in the eye restoration program. They collect used pairs of glasses, sort them out by type of lens, and then deliver them to drop points like Walmart and LensCrafters. The glasses get repaired with new lenses and are then sent to third world countries. Some countries in Africa and South America are the main focus points, where some people for the first time are able to see through glasses with clearer vision. If you'd like to help by donating your old glasses, visit the Lions Club or your local Walmart. When we come back, a look at how one church's pipe organ affects its community.
After that, Ashley Ryder is back with a recap of the great weather headed our way this weekend. Stay tuned as ONTV Update continues.
My name is Darren Peichel, and I'm the Vice President Entertainment and Programming in the Office of Student Leadership and Engagement. We plan events on campus, part of the quad I plan in the fall and in the spring. I just really love being involved. You really need to broaden your horizons. It makes time fly. I think being involved really makes your college experience better. At OCC is it's a great stepping stone. The connections I've made here are everlasting.
I graduated in May 2010. But I really liked it there. I really liked the teachers. I felt like I could talk to them, ask them questions. I liked the new quad as more of a meeting place. I love the student housing. These are really nice dorms. I recommend OCC wholeheartedly before they go anywhere else. Amazing education. You're going to save so much money by doing 2 years at OCC.
The teachers here are excellent. I've had some really informative teachers. The lessons are pretty clear and the teachers are very social. It's a very social experience. I liked the facility a lot. I liked the studios, so I decided to come here. I've learned so much. I've learned an indefinite amount of material about architecture, and I only have more to learn. I would definitely say that this school is excellent for building a portfolio to move on in this major.
Are you eager for knowledge outside the classroom? Then visit Coulter Library. If we don't have the book you're looking for, we can get it on loan. We also have a wide selection of movies and music to enjoy on your study break. And our quiet study rooms allow you to work alone or with classmates in a private environment. We're extending hours during finals week until 11 p.m. so you can catch up on your work. Visit our website for more information. Take advantage of Coulter Library today. You'll never fail in your journey to succeed.
I actually was a graduate of the Mechanical Technology Associate's degree program here myself. Onondaga, without a doubt, puts the student first. We want our students to be successful. We want them to come back to us and say, yeah, what we learned in this program was great. What we're doing, we have a skill set now that I can make a good living with. www.sunyocc.edu for more information.
Welcome back to ONTV Update. I'm Evan Bailey.
And I'm Chad Wright. With the first and second floors of Coulter Library nearly finished, the renovations show a promising updated study room as well as more computers. The library is going for a more modern look with hopes of being more lounge-friendly, although the library is still under construction.
It is still open to students, as well as the reserve sections and some of the study rooms. The computer lab on the second floor still has normal hours with access to printers and fax machines.
Music and church have gone hand in hand for hundreds of years. Last Sunday, I interviewed two people about a pipe organ that has a very special place in their church. One of the first things you'll notice when you enter the main room of the Meridian Baptist Church is the 1878 Johnson Tracker pipe organ in the back of the room. According to Kathy Dudley, the church's historian, the organ was given to the church by the Skaneateles Baptist Church in 1929. It has since been retrofit to work with electricity, but the old pump lever still works.
After it had been redone and we were getting ready to dedicate the organ in its new form, the electricity went out. We had no problems. We just sent up a couple of our strong men to pump the handle and we had music.
Powering the organ is one thing. Finding someone to play it is another. Kathy Dudley said that a lot of piano players are intimidated by organs. Playing an organ is a lot different than playing a piano. In addition to the black and white keys, there's all these knobs and pedals. I couldn't even figure out where to put my feet. But the end product is definitely worth it. Unfortunately, the organist wasn't there this week, but Joan Weber, a member of the choir, compared the sound of the organ to a religious experience.
Having an organist here to play the organ just brings the spirit of God into this house of worship.
Kathy Dudley said something similar.
An organist playing this particular organ just sets a tone for the church service, and it's a feeling of joy and celebration.
Organs and churches have a long history together. From hearing these two talk about this one organ, I can see why. If you'd like to see and hear this organ in person, the Meridian Baptist Church has services every Sunday from 11 to 12.
Now Ashley Ryder is back with, I think, how you put it, fabulous weather this weekend. How's it looking?
Oh, well, it's looking pretty well. It's going to be a pretty nice weekend. We're switching over from the low 60s into the high 70s and even 70s on Sunday. For today, the weather is going to be a high of 67 and a low of 61. Sunshine will be overtaking both days of the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday will have a high of 76, and a Sunday will have a high of 70 and a low of 44. So overall, not a bad weekend. So it's going to be a great time to walk the dog and maybe even take a walk for yourself.
So, a reminder that this upcoming Monday is the final day to file your state and federal taxes. Due to a holiday, tax day was shifted from today the 15th, next Monday, the 18th.
And next Tuesday is the New York State primary. As a very important battleground state, the primary will shape the election for both parties.
That does it for us on this edition of ONTV Update. For all of us here, I'm Evan Bailey.
And I'm Chad Wright. Thank you for watching and have a good weekend, especially with the fabulous weather this weekend.
Did I say fab?